Carroll boys wrestling team hosted Boone and Webster City last night, picking up a pair of wins. They would beat Boone 49-21. Quentin Polking, Jamison Polking, Michael Rowetter, and Owen Clucky all won. Rowetter won 7-2. The other three guys won by fall. Carson Tedrow won by major decision 10-2. Tigers edged by Webster City 39-38. It was Mickey McGowan, also Owen Clucky, Quentin Polking, Jason Aviles, and Colin and Carson Tedrow both winning by fall. All of those guys won by fall. Kieran Polking ended up winning by decision 11-4. Elsewhere in wrestling, Audubon was at a quad over at Loma last night. The Wheelers would beat AHST of Oka Walnut 42-23. Jack Standerson won by fall. The Wheelers fell to Loma 60-22. Lane Elmquist, and Alex Hansen all won by fall, while Jack Standerson won by major decision 9-1. The Wheelers would knock off Woodbine 35-30. It was Leighton Elmquist winning by tech fall, while Lane Elmquist, John Rasmussen, Jack Standerson, and Jack Hansen all won by fall. Coonrod Baird was at Manson Northwest Webster's quad. They would fall to Manson Northwest Webster 51-24. Johnny Cortez, Ethan Bauer, and Trainer Coase all won by fall. Crusaders down Southeast Valley 41-30. Johnny Cortez and Trainer Coase both won by fall. Ethan Bauer won by tech fall 18-3. Crusaders and Panorama were tied 12-12. There was only 4 matches reported on that one last night. Ezra Cortez and Johnny Cortez both won by fall. East Sac County was at the quad at MMCRU. They fell to MMCRU 48-30. Dawson Allen, Seth Donaldson, and Emmett Heemer all won by fall. The Raiders would fall to Ridgeview 78-6 with Seth Donaldson winning by fall, and Esac fell to Westwood of Sloan 64-18. Xander Heemer, Seth Donaldson, and Tyler Renzi all won by fall. In girls wrestling, Kemper and Audubon were down at Trainer last night at a tournament. It was Kemper finishing 6th with 55 points. Audubon finished 7th with 44 points. For Kemper last night, Allie Sommerfeld took 3rd. It was Sadie Smith in 4th. Madigan Hoyt finished up in 3rd place, and Charlotte Schwabe finished in 2nd. For Audubon, Michaela Zuninga finished in 4th. The freshman Macy Rasmussen went undefeated with 3 wins last night, bringing home another championship. She had 2 wins by fall and a win by decision. It was also Elena Harbor finishing up in 2nd place. We move over to boys bowling, where Carroll and Red Oak were at Kemper last night. Kemper, the home team there. Red Oak won it with 2,554 pins. Carroll was second with 2,509 pins, and Kemper was third with 2,072 pins. It was Andrew Johnson with 357 pins, and Ethan Heisterkamp with 311 for Carroll. For Kemper, Thomas Potamom had 251 pins. Oliver Vanami finished up with 240 pins. Carroll girls hosted Red Oak. Red Oak won it with 1,765 pins. Carroll had 1,396. For the Tigers, Claire Budens had 205 pins, and Miley Schultz would finish up with 162 pins. Girls basketball, IK Manning trailed by 2 at Panorama entering the 4th. Panorama opened up the fourth quarter with a 15-3 run and went on to win it 60-49. For the Wolves last night, Araya Miners had 6 rebounds in the ballgame, added 3 steals as well. It was also Laney Gawley with 4 points to go with 5 steals. In boys basketball action, it was IK Manning rallying back from an early deficit. They would go on to beat Panorama 58-54 as they held on at the end of that one, got up by 11, had it cut to 1. Wyatt Danner came up with a steal and a free throw to seal it after a bucket from Ben Ramsey as they win it again 58-54. Isaac Blankman last night finished up with 8 points and 5 rebounds, and Brock Kuzel had 11 points to go with 5 boards. Local sports for you tonight in wrestling. Kemper boys go to the Humboldt tournament in basketball. You've got Kemper at Denison Schleswig on KKRO with KC Miners. Carroll at Carlisle with Nick Brinks on KCIM, and Glenn Ralston at Peyton Sheridan on Kick 106.7 with myself on the call. All of those should have pregame between 5:45 and 5:50, and tip-off of the girls' games scheduled for 6 o'clock, depending on if there's JV games in front of them or not. Elsewhere in area basketball tonight, Audubon boys host Trainer. Coon Rapids Baird entertains Caminita. Esacs at South Central Calhoun. Exira Kimballton girls are at Boyer Valley. ICAM Manning hosting Riverside. And our Weva boys go to West Harrison varsity first beginning at 6 o'clock. Calling all area schools, businesses, teams, and organizations. You can count on Outlaw Signs, Graphics, and Apparel and Carroll for all your promotional clothing and promotional items. Call them today at 712-775-2599 and see how they can take your logo to the next level. The Outlaw Graphics Regional Athletes of the Week this week, Cal Hayden from the Coon Rapids Bayard boys basketball team and Macy Rasmussen from the Audubon girls wrestling team. You'll find a photo of our Outlaw Graphics Regional Athletes of the Week today on our Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. And that's sports here on the CB Sports Network. I'm Jeff Blankman reporting.